what difficulties I've expected and what's come true. I want to say that it's my experience from living in Dumaguete, Philippines. It's not about all country. Maybe it's not true for other regions of Philippines. I am saying only about my experience here. A lot of mosquitoes with virus dengue. I think it's not true. There is not so many mosquitoes. Probably it's even less than in my home country. But I heard about cases when people get sick with virus dengue. It's true for some regions, probably mostly for poor regions and province. A lot of poison spiders and snakes. I didn't see any dangerous big spiders and I didn't see any snakes here. So I think it's false. Maybe somewhere up in the mountains, in the forests, I heard about that there could be poison spiders, but here I didn't see any. Expensive medicine. Actually, I don't know about it because for now I didn't get sick here. Next point, I called tourist status forever. And it's probably true. It's really hard to get a local passport, but it's not impossible. Locals will be friendly with you, but only for getting something from you. I think it's not true. They just kind people and friendly and happy people. I'm not saying that all of them are saints, but they're really good and kind people, for my experience. A lot of people know English, but on the low level. Probably it's true, but there are also a lot of people who know English on high level and speak fluently. So it's not completely true, but English is really their second language, not first. It's hard to open a bank account. For now, as I see, it's true. You need to have local driver lessons or ACR card or another local documents to open an account. Dangerous driving. I think it's not true. People drive here slowly and safely, and there is no traffic lights, there is no priority signs, and average speed of driving is about 30 miles per hour. It's not so fast, so I think it's safe to ride a motorbike, a motorcycle. Yeah, I think it's not a problem. Low quality of food. I think it's totally false because there is a lot of different kind of foods from locals and from cafe and also in restaurants, so you can choose whatever you want. Not cheap cost of living. If you live in different places like tourists and renting Airbnb or booking, eating in cafe, yeah, it probably not so cheap. It depends from your needs, but it will be about maybe $1,000 per month. It's not so expensive, but if you live here in one place, you can find apartments for a long time, and also you can find places where you can buy cheap food. So it will be about maybe $500-600 per month. So I think it's not completely true. It depends where you will live and how long you'll stay there. The insects inside of home. It depends where you will live. If you rent a place about $300-400 and up, I think it will not be a problem. But if you want to rent an apartment or room below $100, probably they'll be there. Slow internet. Yeah, it's probably true. Internet here it's much slower than in my home country, but you still can watch YouTube, you can make a video call, so it's not so bad. Power outages. In my place there were a couple times and about hour or 2 hours long. It's too hot here. Probably it's true for many people, but I think for me it's really good. It's about 30 degrees and I feel myself comfortable here. So you need to decide is it suits for you or not. A lot of heavy rains. I'm here about 3 months already and it's now a wet season. I think it's not a lot of heavy rains. It's about 2 or 3 times a week and mostly they goes at night, so it's not so big problem for me. Typhoons, volcans and earthquakes. Yeah, in some parts of Philippines there are typhoons and earthquakes happen too. But here in Dumaguete, for now, I didn't meet it. Slums in cities. It depends where you will live. If you choose a Manila, yeah, there are a lot of slums in Manila. So it's true, you really can meet them there. Slowness of locals. Yeah, it's probably true. Pace of living here it is much slower than in big cities in Europe, for example. Not so many fruits and seafoods. I think it's not true. There are a lot of seafoods and fruits on the market and you can buy whatever you want in malls. A lot of stealing. I think this problem is in any part of world and we have case here in my apartments when someone steal money from our neighbor. It's hard to find work with high salary. Yeah, probably it's true. It's hard to find work, but if you have some special skills like coding, designing and etc., it will be not so big problem. A lot of garbage on the streets. Unfortunately, it's true. Here is a lot of garbage on the streets and you just need to accept it. Yeah, it's true. Terrorists on the south. I haven't any experience to living on the south. Yeah, it could be true, I don't know. Difficulties with online shopping. It's false, you can buy a lot of stuff in Lazada or Shopee. Yeah, it's like AliExpress. Difficulties of moving inside of country. I think it's false too, because you can use ferries, you can use airplane. So for now I think it's not a real big problem. High cost of rent for short period and it's hard to find apartments less than with a year contract. It's not true. I found my apartment at 1 day and I have monthly contract, so you can do it too. It's not so difficult. Or maybe I'm just lucky. Roosters are crowing all day long. Yeah, it's true. Here a lot of roosters, so you need to accept it. And for me, after couple days, I didn't pay attention on it. So for me, it's not real big problem, but maybe for you it will be. High cost of mobile data and limited packages. It's half true, because here is not so many options with unlimited internet, but it's not so expensive. It's about 10, maybe $20 per month. President is son of a past dictator. It's true, but for now I think he is good president. I haven't heard anything bad about him, but maybe I'm not good informed. So I think it's not true, but I haven't enough information about his work. A lot of homeless asking for money. Yeah, it's true, especially in Manila. In Manila, really a lot of homeless, and also in Dumaguete too. You can meet them every day on the streets and they will ask you money for food. Yeah, it's completely true. Traffic jams. For me it's not problem. I ride in a bike, so I never stay in traffic jams. But if you want to drive a car, yeah, it will be true. High cost of electricity and water. I think it's not true. My bill for months less than $20, and I think it's okay. expensive gasoline. Price on gasoline now it's about $1.50 per liter. It's not a big problem if you ride a bike, but if you ride a car, yeah, you should be prepared for it. Difficulties with hot water. I think it's not true, because here is no such thing as hot water and cold water. There is only one type of water, and if you want to make it hot, you just need to use water heater. That's all. I hope my video is useful for you. So if you want to come here in Philippines, you need to create your own list of possible difficulties for you, because it could be different from mine, and you can make more accurate decision about do you want to come here or not.